Proverbs 17:22 says, "A joyful heart doeth good like a medicine, but a broken spirit dries up the bones." It's so true. Many times a good laugh, it does make us feel better. And it's good for our body to laugh. So that's why I'm doing this second one called Have a Laugh Too. Okay, just tell a couple simple jokes, and hopefully it will encourage you and cheer you up. Um, I was in the Army, and we had this joke related to the Army that exists. It says this young man joined, and he wanted to be in the airborne, a paratrooper. And so he went through his training, and he was there, and they went through all the different difficult things and specific instructions on what to do. So when they got their first time to go jump out of the airplane, they you get up there, and they told him, it says, this is the procedure, okay, that you're going to hook up and you're going to jump out the plane, you're going to count 10. He said then you're going to pull your cord and your parachute's going to open. Now by chance, if this parachute doesn't open, he says you have a reserve chute, and you're going to pull the reserve cord, and that parachute's going to open. You're going to float down to the field there, and he says, now we're going to have some bicycles down there waiting on you, and y'all going to ride those back to the camp. It's going to be like a 5-mile ride going back. So everybody's got it. Said, yes sir, we got it. So they get up, they get ready. He says, okay, we're ready to jump. So they all hook up their lines there to the cords to jump, and they get ready to go out the door, and he went out, he jumped, he says, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He pulls the ripcord and nothing happens. The parachute didn't open. He says, oh my, he says, man, what was the second thing he said to do? He says, oh, the reserve chute. So he pulled the ripcord on the reserve chute, and it didn't open. He says, he said, and I bet you there ain't going to be no bicycle down there either, right? Okay. Another one was about, in 1982, I had a motorcycle accident, and, and I broke my neck and everything, my leg. But this is a joke about a guy on a motorcycle. So here was this guy. It was freezing weather, and the wind was blowing, and his leather jacket, the zipper was broke on it. So he put his jacket on backwards, to keep the wind off his chest, So he's riding down there, and this truck pulls out and hits him, and oh man, he's all messed up, The ambulance gets there, and finally when the police got there, they said, well look, y'all been working on him. He says, is this guy gonna be okay? He says, yeah, officer. He says, man, he says, we thought we were gonna lose him there until we got his head turned back around straight. Okay. And some of you know Boudreaux and Marie, they're from Louisiana, right? And that's where we come from. And they went to the state fair every year. And every year they had what? This helicopter ride. And Boudreaux was like, Marie, I want to go on that helicopter. She said, man, Boudreaux, we're not going to go. She said, that helicopter, that costs $50. And you know what? She said, $50 is $50. We're not going on that. Next year they come around. Oh, Marie, the helicopter ride's still here. I want to go on that helicopter. She said, Boudreaux, we're not going on that helicopter. That costs $50, and $50 is $50. Okay, shorten up the joke. This goes on for like 20 years. Every year they were coming back to the state fair. They got back there, and the helicopter was still there after all this time. He said, oh, Marie, I want to go on that helicopter ride. She said, man, Boudreaux. She said that helicopter, said that doesn't cost $50, and $50 is $50. We're not going. Well, the owner there, he says, well, look, Boudreaux and Marie, he said, y'all been coming here for the last 20 years. And every time y'all get here to the helicopter, y'all argue about going up. And the bad thing is that y'all argue because it's $50. And she said, that's right. She says, because $50 is $50, and we ain't going. He said, I'll tell you what I'll do. He said, Boudreaux and Marie, I will take you up in the helicopter. But you got to promise me one thing. That y'all don't say one word. Y'all got to be quiet the whole time. Stop all this arguing. He said, if you do that, he said, you won't have to pay you $50. And Boudreaux and Marie looks at, oh, see, that'd be good. Okay, so they get in the helicopter. Boudreaux gets up to the seat next to the pilot, and Marie gets in the back seat there. And he takes off, and he's going up. He said, now look, if y'all say one word, you got to pay you $50. And they said, oh, he said, we understood that, yeah. So they going up, they circling over the fairgrounds, they looking at everything. It's so pretty. They could see all the different rides, everything. They weren't saying anything. The guy turned around, he went out a little bit over the city. He took them all out a little bit and was going this way, going that way. They saw all those beautiful sights of the city. He says, okay, man, they're staying quiet. So when he turned around, he made a sharp turn to come back to the fairgrounds. So he come back, he landed the helicopter, and got out, and he said, Boudreaux, he said, I'm proud of you. He said, I can't believe it. He said, you know, he said, you didn't say anything. He said, and because of that, you don't have to pay the $50. He said, how did you do it? How did you not say anything? He said, look, he said, let me told you something. He said, you know, I almost said something. He said, well, what happened? He said, you know when you did that sharp turn, you come back to the fairground? He said, yeah. He said, Marie fell out back there. He said, I almost said something, but you know what? $50 is $50. Yeah. Okay, so I hope this encourages you a little bit, makes you laugh. Maybe it doesn't, but that's okay. Okay? Keep your eyes on Jesus, be blessed, and always look to Him.